player of the 70s and successful manager to Dublin minor teams in the 80s, has now taken on the task of trying to lift Carlow out of the football doldrums. I spoke to Alan recently, and the first thing that struck me was the clean-shaven businessman image that stands in sharp contrast to the bearded, long-haired figure that towered dauntingly at the heart of the Dublin defence during some of those great occasions of the 70s.
Michael Rooney, having the game of his life since he developed into a senior here today. He's having a really fine game, getting that ball out now to Tom Nocton. John Tobin. And he gets away from Gay O'Driscoll this time. And Pat Sands now at the ball. Into the centre to Liam Salmon. Liam Salmon trying to take a shot, and the referee has called for the ball, and it is a penalty.
Alan, I suppose the first question has to be, why would somebody like yourself, who's had great success as a player and also as a coach, particularly with Dublin minor teams, take on a challenge like Carlow?
Well, Michael, I thought when the approach was made, first of all, I was wondering whether I should or should not go. I had enjoyed success with minor teams and with the senior county team. I had one or two other offers at the time, but I thought here was an opportunity where perhaps I might be able to contribute a little bit more and perhaps help Carlow recover some of its former glory.
Do you think something like the challenge that's there was part of the attraction?
Undoubtedly, it was probably the principal attraction. When I met the county board officials, they explained the situation that existed there. The county hadn't been going forward that much in the manner that they would have liked, and they thought perhaps by bringing an outsider in, that perhaps it would stimulate the players to become more interested, become more committed to achieving success for Carlow.
Well, from a distance sometimes the challenge can look inviting, but when you're actually down there on cold, wet nights trying to put players through their paces, can some of that attraction wear off?
No, not really. I suppose if you were to ask me that question in 12 months' time, maybe my answer might be different, but at the moment I'm fairly enthusiastic about the job down there. The response from the players has been good, and with our combined enthusiasm, I think we will keep things going.
Come on, lads, hold it, right? Go! Hold it, go on, Miley, go on! That's it! Stick it over the bar, Paddy!
How much ground do you think Carlow football has to make up on the stronger counties on Leinster to put up any kind of realistic challenge?
Looking clinically at it at the moment, Carlow is sort of separated by a wide gulf between the likes of Dublin and Meath. But in saying that, one has just got to look at the history of Dublin and Meath to have seen that they too were in a similar position to Carlow, and that perhaps through hard work, commitment from the players and a little bit of luck, they were able to overcome that and turn the situation around that now puts them among the top teams. Carlow is in exactly the same situation, and perhaps with that sort of commitment from the players and from the management and the board, and with a little bit of luck, that perhaps in time something like that can happen to Carlow, and perhaps Carlow can be up there and ranked with the likes of Dublin and Meath here in Leinster.
Perhaps one of the most difficult things about being involved with a county like Carlow is it's more than just training a football team. There are so many other aspects of the entire setup that you have to involve yourself with, I suppose.
That's very true. There are basically two elements to it. You've got to prepare the team, prepare them for success or whatever the case may be. And secondly, outside of that, there's a degree of, I suppose, public relations work involved. Trying to help to promote and stimulate the interest within the county. I would hope that the more exposure that the Carlow football team will get, that the more interest will be taken, particularly among the young people. I think it's there where the future of Carlow football lies, and if we can create that interest among them, well then they will come out, support Carlow football teams, and perhaps encourage their older brothers and parents to come and support us as well.
Your interest in the national leagues may well have ended by Christmas time. How difficult then will it be to keep the interest going amongst the players through the rest of the winter months?
I think realistically looking at it, we've got to look a little bit further than that to June and the championship. The open draw and the draw that Carlow got this year have, I suppose, in one way created the incentive for us to continue to work over the winter months. Success in the league, while always welcomed, I suppose for most counties, is used as a platform for their championship preparations. The only problem that we would have is sort of the staggered approach to the league, in that the continuity of it is broken. We played our first match in the National League along with all other counties, and then we had a break for 4 weeks. We have 2 matches on the trot within 7 days. Then we break again for another 2 months before we're back into the second half of the league. It's very hard to prepare a team and keep the interest going if in a league situation like that. But I would hope that with the league, and if we can have some success and win a couple of matches, that it will sort of maintain the momentum that's there, that's building up at the moment, so that when the championship comes along, which is the priority for most counties, that we'll be in a position to give a good account of ourselves.
Since you've become involved with the team, you've laid the law down fairly hard at times to some of the players. Is that to let them know that things are not going to be easy under Alan Larkin?
We've had sort of 1 or 2 situations that have arisen whereby a sort of firm hand is required. Like everything in life, whether it be sport, business or whatever, there's a discipline required to be successful. And basically what I've done in talking to the players is to create a disciplined environment. They are the ones, by and large, who have laid down the rules themselves. My responsibility is to ensure that they adhere to that. And if anybody steps out of line, well then I just simply apply the law as laid down by the group. I would continue to be a disciplinarian simply because if we find 1 or 2 people who are not abiding by the rules, well, all they're going to do is to undermine the work of the others. And that would be one of my responsibilities towards the players.
It obviously takes a big commitment, travelling from Dublin 2, 3, often more times a week to be involved with Carlow. Have you set a time limit on it for yourself?
I knew at the start that to try and do something with Carlow was something that wasn't going to be done overnight. And my initial commitment to the board and to the players is that I will be there for 2 years and that there will be an option there to continue it. I feel that we can achieve some degree of success within Carlow. It's something that's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. It's going to require a bit of patience, not just by me, but by the players, by the supporters, by the county board. But if we have a belief and a commitment, I feel that we're going to achieve some success. And I would think that that success is going to depend, by and large, on the players and how hard they're prepared to work for it.
Success, I suppose, is a relative term. What with Carlow would be success for you?
Success in Carlow, to me, would mean people wanting to play for Carlow, wanting to be involved with the team, wanting to be part of the Carlow senior football team. And if we've got players playing in Carlow who are looking for that, it can only mean one thing, that the senior football team has been successful. Now, how successful is going to, at the end of the day, depend on the players themselves, how hard they're prepared to work, and the level of commitment that they're prepared to make to it. But I think that from the short time that I've been there, that the quality of footballers is there for Carlow to achieve success.
Well, unfortunately for Carlow, things didn't work out as they would have hoped last Sunday. A first-half goal by Tipperary proving the difference between the sides at the end. After that game, we asked Alan if he was encouraged by any aspect of the game from a Carlow point of view.
Yes, we are to a degree. I felt we showed further improvement today. Maybe Lady Luck didn't smile upon us as perhaps could have done, but at the same time, I like the way we came back at them in the second half. We were 6 points down. We got within 3 points, 2 points, and really the game was there for the taking, and we learned from it today.
Well, Carlow have a chance to put things right on Sunday because they're one of the counties with outstanding fixtures before the winter break. They play Waterford at Dungarvan, and also in that division, Tipperary and Kilkenny meet at Ardfinnan. Now, it may not have the glamour of the All-Ireland hurling final for the two counties, but should keep Tip's fine run going strong into